From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV for the final race of the regular season in the Extreme Forces Racing League. We are all the way from Joliet, Illinois at the Chicagoland Speedway. In the broadcast booth with me tonight, it is my very good friend, racing partner, and overall nerd, Mr. TJ Barnier. TJ, how are you doing?
Oh, it feels so good to be back. AJ, I have missed this. It is a welcome thing to have it back.
Well,
and this track, I have a feeling, is going to be fun.
Yeah, with just 3 minutes left in practice, we're actually going to run through the points on your screen right there. Josh Fox sitting at 366, Zachary Thornton at a 359, Farron Elam at 345, Brandon Richardson at 332, Devin Smith at a 330, Alan Warnicki at a 328, Brady Floyd at a 298, Lee Krause at a 292, Dylan Dunford at a 291, and rounding out the top 10 in points, it is Tyler Aspinall at also 291. TJ, any surprises going into the final race of the regular season?
Well, the big surprise might be the number 2 point man. Is he here? Is he not here? It's got him entered. He wasn't supposed to be here, but he hasn't turned a practice lap. So that could be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I do not have him in sim on my side. But, TJ, you did a couple racing laps. You also talked to a team. What are we looking at fuel strategy, tires, and how long can they run?
So I talked with Far North Motors prior to us going live here, and they were telling me 27 or so laps of fuel was going to be the fuel run tonight. So with a 100-lap race, it's, 4 pit stops-ish. If you want to wait on the fuel, if you want fresher tires, you might come a little earlier.
Well, there was a mistake entering in the details for this race. All drivers do have unlimited sets of tires.
Oh, boy. You going to give them all the rubber they couldn't dream of? Bet your butt every pit stop I'd be down there getting some.
I know you would, because that takes the tire strategy at least out of it. On the left side of your screen, those are the best times of each and every driver. Looking at top of the leaderboard, Will Cloud. Second goes to Daniel Stragner with just about 40 seconds left in practice. And rounding out the top 3 is William George. So with you running those laps earlier, TJ, how was the tire fall off?
I mean, I didn't run a full run, but I ran probably half a run, and I tell you, I wasn't having any issue with that thing. I felt like it was just consistent every lap. Running, granted, I was running more of a top line, transition down to the middle low lane through the center of the turn and then back out to the wall. And that thing it felt like it was on rails. So I don't know.
But felt good overall.
Oh yeah. I mean, it felt great. And that's why I'm thinking tonight we've seen a show every week. We might see another show tonight.
Oh, well, I am very excited about that. They always seem to put on shows. It is such a sight to watch when the Extreme Forces Racing League goes and does their ARCA division every Monday night. But we've had the last 2 weeks off. Next week, it is the first race of the EFRL playoffs, which I'm very excited about. But right now, we are here at the Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois, getting ready for qualifying. We're actually going to jump and take a quick look at the driver of the number 5, Michael Steele. He's been slowly moving up the leaderboard when it comes to running these ARCA events. You know, earlier in the year, he not a back marker, but towards the back of the field, has been getting better and better every single race. Very interested to see how he finishes this season off and how strong he goes. But as he's on his green lap, TJ, who out of all these drivers are you picking to hit pole tonight?
I mean, it's kind of hard to go with the only guy that cracked a 30, right? Will Cloud. I mean, he had a 30.9. Granted, Daniel Stagner was right behind him.
Yeah, just 0.06 off.
And then William George right behind him. So, I mean, I would say it's between the three of them, but I would have to say if Will Cloud can back up what he did in practice, well, he'd be your guy.
First lap for Steele goes to 31.39, and DJ Thomas already beats that at a 30.36, and Tyler Aspinall goes top of the board. Frank Hughes now jumps over Tyler Aspinall. Will Cloud currently on the racetrack about to get his flyer lap. We're going to jump and take a look at that number 48 Lowe's Power Machine.
That car looks sweet, by the way.
That looks beautiful. It looks like it's controlling very well, diamonding the turns, getting very close into hard outside wall. He's going to abort this lap, going to go for a quick redo. Because they do not have a lot of time.
I think he was sending it just a wee bit too hard.
Points leader Josh Fox going into turn 3 on his second lap, currently sitting in that 15th position. Crossing the line, Josh Fox will go P3 as he spins it heading down towards turn 1.
Will Cloud's around again.
Yeesh. That's not good. He's burning those tires up because they do not get new tires whenever they try to restart a qualifying lap. Travis Lapanis on his second lap now. See, as he goes into turn 1 and 2, also doing the reverse diamond. Very strong down the backstretch, currently with the Sector 1 time. Pretty close to a lot of the leaders. Let's see what he does with this Sector 2 time, heading back towards the line. He will go 13th at a 31.34. Just 3.5 tenths separate him and Tyler Aspinall for the lead. Will Cloud trying his hand again into turn 3 and 4. You see that ARCA machine out sideways just a tad. And Will Cloud will P2.
P2 and found wall. Post 2.
Jake Ellingson in the absolutely gorgeous number 27 Chevy Impala scheme, the U.S. Army and K&N scheme right there. Going down the back straightaway for his first timed lap. When we get a quick moment in a second, I'd like to thank all our sponsors in the bottom right-hand corner of your stream. Links to all 3 sponsors are in the description of this channel, or of this video. Jake Ellingson, after his first lap, goes P17, looking to improve quite a bit. Into turn 3. Very yawed out right there. They're just slinging it slideways, and that is over for qualifying. He does not get to finish his second lap. So let's bring it to you. 27 drivers will be starting this event. Here is the grid for the Chicagoland Speedway race, the final race of the regular season. On the front row, with pole, Tyler Aspinall in the 45. Second goes Will Cloud. Second row, DJ Thomas and Josh Fox. Alan Warnicki and Lee Krause. Row 3. Row 4, Devin Smith and Dylan Dunford. Row number 5, Farron Elam and Frank Hughes. Row number 6, it is William George and Matthew Setzer. Row number 7, Bradley Stefane and Michael Steele. Row number 8, Donnie Bartlett, Austin Green. Row number 9, it is Jake Ellingson and Travis Lepanis. And row number 10, Jesse Adams and Daniel Stragner. The rest of the field will go. Flashing by on your screen. TJ, any surprises right there?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I'm not too shocked.
Well, we're about to have 100 laps around this beautiful venue of a track, which I still wish they raced at. Really do.
Yeah, I'm not one to say I'm in favor of the street course that is coming. Let's say that.
We'll put it nicely.
I hope it works out, but I'd rather be on a race. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Oh, the anticipation's killing me. How about you?
Oh, it absolutely is. Now that everybody except Brady Floyd has gridded, we are going to start rolling, and if Brady Floyd makes the race, he will be starting from pit road. So TJ, once again, run through the strategy calls that we could possibly see here at Chicagoland Speedway.
I mean, if I am to believe what I was told, far north, the 27 laps, I mean, with unlimited tires, I would think you probably just want to get inside the fuel window every. So get to that 25th lap, play it safe, get to 6, get you some fresh rubber and fuel, do that 3 times, and you're at the finish. So I think that's the plan there. Yellows may dictate otherwise. I cannot see a saving situation yet.
Well,
not with the way it's set up.
Depending on how cautions happen, we 100%
Right.
could see some saving, at least towards the end of the race. But we're going into turn 3 for the final time. Race fans, on your feet. Salute them as they go flying down into turn number 1. Here we go through turn 4. One last time, pace car hitting pit road. We are in control.
Green, green, green.
There it is.
Ooh, outside lane stacks up.
It does, but still a good restart for Will Cloud. Side by side into turn number 1. See if that outside lane gets a nice run down the backstretch, or will Tyler Aspinall clear the 48? He does. Here comes the 54 of DJ Thomas.
Yeah, he politely brings that ass in the wall up to the wall and blocks anybody. And we've got trouble! We've got trouble!
Who are we looking at here? Oh,
94 and 99. I do believe that's a top 5 point man there.
Lee Krause into the wall early. See if he gets put there, or does he put himself there? Let's see. We're going to do the far chase to get a little bit of a higher view. Let's see.
Oh, I do believe the 99 just got himself some wall.
He put himself there and collects Dylan Dunford as well and Travis Lepanus.
That's tough. That is tough.
And we don't make it a lap.
I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I. And Ryan Fry, our very good friend from Wrestling Over Everything, check out their Facebook page via the description below, brings up a good point. Are there any battles to look out for? And there it is. At the end of the regular season, Josh Fox looks to pretty much have it down packed because Zachary Thornton's not here, and there's a 21-point gap between Fox and Farron Elon. But other than that, you have the battle for fourth place, Brandon Richardson and Devin Smith, along with Alan Warnicki. And then for the battle for seventh, you got Floyd, Kraus, Dunford, and Aspinall. But Dunford
and Kraus and Dunford
were just in that incident.
Crash. So that could shake up the lower end of the top 10 there.
Well, while we are under caution, got to give a heck of a thank you to all our channel's partners, Wrestling Over Everything. All links are available in the description of this video. If you're into wrestling of any kind, check them out. The Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. New episodes stream on YouTube every Tuesday with the audio episodes every Friday. And Gulf Digital Services. If you need iRacing paints or any other digital media, hit up my good buddy Joe. Does a wonderful job and currently makes a lot of our iRacing paints, or my iRacing paints, whenever I decide to hit the track and wreck a vehicle. But TJ, you had a fun story to talk about.
Which one?
The one about iRacing that you wanted to tell me while we were in a break?
Oh, yeah. Had a league race there Sunday night. Probably ran my best race in there. Got a 7th place, which I believe my highest finish yet.
Lead lap?
I wasn't, but that's because I was pitting late. I was the first car. I led like 10 laps or something because I was trying to play the long game and catch a late yellow and have a set of tires. But still got up to 7th. I had a decent car with speed. Just the beginning of the race was a little weird and had a good recovery. Bigger, funnier story would be the Super Speedway series I run with these guys here. On Thursdays, we had a heck of a show there that resulted in a wreck coming to the line with about 9-10 guys involved in the lead, and everyone sliding somewhere to get to the line.
Well, since we are under caution real fast, the only video I have is the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast open, so we are going to take you to that real fast. Remember, new episodes out every Tuesday on YouTube and audio on Fridays.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, everybody. Thank you to the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Tomorrow night, they are talking about the Minions, The Rise of Gru movie, giving their little review on that. It was actually a really fun movie. You know,
I just actually saw it this weekend with kids, and I think I laughed more than they did.
it was so much fun. I loved the Villainous Six. That was great.
The adult humor that is interlaced in those movies is perfect.
Yes, and how they can't keep a villain alive, especially that T-Rex that I felt so bad for.
Yeah,
He got gollumed.
he did.
But there goes the pace car hitting pit road in control of Tyler Aspinall. Green flag in the air. And we are green once again.
Let's see if we can stay this way.
I don't know.
Well, the front of the field's good through turn 1, so that's good. Oh boy.
Well, so far so good as we're taking towards the wall cams right now.
We made it to the backstretch.
Oh, it was turn 3.
Well, through the backstretch, I should say.
There you go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the race tonight. Hit that like button. Subscribe to All-Star 15 TV with just about 6 races remaining in the Extreme Forces Racing League season. Oh,
wow.
That
Big
was a
run on
little
the
loose.
outside.
But look at Will Cloud on that inside being able to kind of hold off Thomas and Warnicki, but he needs to move up. This is a middle to high line racetrack.
I think you're gonna see him slide up right here.
Well, there goes Warnicki looking to the bottom. I'm curious.
I think
to see
Will Cloud might be under fire here.
Yeah.
That 6 car was pedaling just the last lap. He's all over him now.
Yeah, William George is moving. What was that from Madagascar? I like to move it, move it.
Oh yeah. And let me tell you, you can't do a whole lot of bumping with these cars because the front end of your car will pick up the rear end of the guy in front of you.
Yeah, you'll Yeetus Maximus.
I learned that the hard way. In the couple weeks off that we were still running the Super Speedway series.
Alan Warnicki looking towards the inside of DJ Thomas.
I'm not going to say that I was the guy on lap 1 that caused the yellow, but I think I was the guy on lap 1 that caused the yellow.
TJ, you're not supposed to wreck the field on lap 1.
I didn't wreck the field. Just poor Mick.
Oh no, not Mick Olofs.
Yeah, I didn't know you can't really bump drive. We had a really good restart going, and I was so excited, and I kind of gave him a bump to try to help get him going, and, well, he went the wrong way.
Well, look at this. Michael Steele stuck on the inside along with Matthew Setzer, the 3 car in front of him. They are stuck on that inside and falling back.
AJ, I might get to Steele Dale Jr.'s slide job then.
Well, it was here.
So
Larson,
just be ready for it.
Larson and Kyle Busch. I'll make sure I'm trying to not drink at that moment. Back up front, DJ Thomas, Alan Warnicki, but also look at Will Cloud and William George. William George going to look towards that extreme outside, looking for that run down the backstretch.
Man with 2 first names, trying to get it done.
He got a little loose there, but right behind him, Devin Smith and Frank Hughes. Baron Elon is going to try to push that 95, and TJ, feel free to say it.
Slide job! Slide job! I love this place. Good track.
Currently on lap 11 of 100. Tuning in to All-Star 15 TV for the Extreme Forces Racing League, their ARCA division, the final race of the regular season. Sponsors are on the bottom right of your screen. Please check all of them out. Links are in the description. I'm AJ Capola, that's TJ Barnier, and you are in for a treat tonight. Outside of the outstanding comedy from TJ and myself, J&J Security, you are watching a fantastic race already underway.
That 6 car is pressuring that 48. I mean, I don't think it's been a lap yet. He hasn't been almost touching it.
But the thing is, they are still continuing to gain on Alan Warnicki and DJ Thomas.
I mean, you got 2nd through 5th right now are under a blanket.
Warnicki looking to the inside once again of Thomas.
48 went down too. He's going to be careful. The 6 might cross him up here or stay to the high side.
Side by side for second.
If he can get a fender in there, I think he's there.
You might hear it again here.
Man, this is tight.
This is exactly what Tyler Aspinall wants to see.
Yes, he does, because he's looking at this like Kevin Harvick did this weekend, say, race boys race, I'm going to check out now. Oh,
DJ
boy.
Thomas goes way wide, opening the door for Warnicki. Warnicki takes second place.
It weren't really a slide job. I can't use it there, but I want to. Man, the 6 and the 48 are going at it. Right behind these guys, too, which is crazy, which is also brought in, I do believe, a Hughes to the show.
That would be correct. Frank 56.
54 got a little tight, I do believe. It's gonna close. We might see one here. Slide job, slide job. Oh, but he's back under him. Boy, oh boy, come on, boys. Oh, look out. Oh, man, that was close. I don't know if that was contact.
No contact, but DJ Thomas puts that 48 of Will Cloud out wide. Most likely going to fall all the way back to 6th place here.
Yeah, I think he's
keeping an eye on this.
Choo choo. Oh no, here's his chance. Block him.
He still goes down to the apron looking for the better run.
He's got a fighter on him. Is he gonna play nice? He did. Which is a smart call. It's early yet. Don't end your day early. These guys also, though, I mean, well, I guess with the extra pace laps, early wreck, aren't exactly in the fuel predicament.
With every pace lap, I think it's you gain 2 laps of regular fuel.
So I would think around 30 now. So we're just about halfway then. Oh, that looked like contact, though.
That was tight.
And now he's under fire from behind, too.
Yeah, we got a lot of people viewing right now. Welcome to All-Star 15 TV.
Oh, boy. This is then some pretty tight action. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Almost touching each other.
Yeah, this is insane. This is amazing, tight racing. But go a little bit further back to the 95 Devin Smith. Oh boy, does he have Austin Green, Jesse Adams, and Donnie Bartlett under a blanket behind him.
Yeah, I kept seeing them guys, and I'm like, I want to go back there. You guys get figured out up here before we lose that battle.
And look
Which they're still not. But.
And look at what car the number 9 of Jesse Adams is driving.
I do believe that is a Jurassic Park Tony Stewart
It is.
esque machine. Oh, is it? It gets a little Jurassic there with the guy on the high side.
You bet your ass off. Here comes Warnicki. The Warnicki under now 2/10 to Tyler Aspinall.
Yeah, he got clear of them guys, and he's really ran them down. So the 72 machine looking fast. Pressuring on the bottom. If he can get that done, that'll be super impressive.
But here's the thing. The longer you are on the bottom, the more you're burning your tires.
This is true. And he was already once on the bottom, too, so this would be like a double.
We're currently on board with Alan Warnicki as he is trying to complete that pass. Look for him to go down to the apron. No. Got to be careful, especially on
draft here.
Got to be careful on those old tires. You could really break loose there. Not saying I've done it, but just a million times.
I do it in the trucks all the time. Oh, I think he wanted to get in behind him, but he wasn't quite clear yet. Maybe he pins him up high, though. Oh, that was almost another one.
To the lead, Alan Warnicki, but Aspinall very fast on the outside.
Oh, did they touch? These boys are racing like it's the last lap. We're only a quarter of the way through.
Well, it looks like that 72 is 100% faster, but can't make that pass on the inside. Aspinall doing a really good job making Warnicki burn his tires up.
And I'll tell you who might be joining the party here in a moment if these boys keep going at it like they are, is we finally get a slide job.
Yeah, that number 48 of Will Cloud just turned into Bruce Willis from Die Hard. Welcome to the party, pal.
He's back.
What's going on, Mama Ellingson? How is everything going over on your end? How's Pagan doing? I saw a couple pictures of her outside of her car. It looked like she was smiling, so it must have been a good day. But speaking of Ellingson,
He's fifth?
Fifth.
Fourth?
fifth up 12 positions, looking for fourth.
Fourth at the line, maybe?
He was. But he is also doing the Warnicki move, trying to use that bottom lane, rubber it in to make it the better lane. But that is going to take a lot of cars and a long time. Gonna dive it to the middle lane again. Gonna get a little bit of a better run this time, but you also have Frank Hughes and Farron Elam also coming with a full head of steam behind them.
Yeah, they're just kind of licking their chops, I think.
It's like the front two are two ribeyes.
Warnicki's kind of stepped out a little bit, not too much. Aspinall about to come under fire from Will Cloud.
Man, I love this new camera pack. I have crank it up cameras now.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
I'm jealous.
Go back and watch the stream later. You're going to love it. Which I do a lot of the time anyway. But your top 10 right now.
Better get it in before they pit.
Yeah, no kidding. Why, did they just call it?
No, I'm saying they're probably going to start some.
All right, here we go. Speed round here. Your top 10. First place right now is Alan Warnicki. Second, Tyler Aspinall. Third goes to Will Cloud. Fourth, Jake Ellingson. Fifth, William George. Sixth, Frank Hughes. Seventh, 2, Farron Elam. Eighth, 2, Bradley Stefane. Ninth, Devin Smith. And running at the top 10 in the number 9, Home Depot, Jurassic Park. It is Jesse Adams.
I do believe the 45 is coming to pit lane.
There it goes. Pit stops have started.
I told you they were coming.
Hey,
He's a little on the early side, but well enough in the fuel window. This is right on key with the yellows. We figured they gained a couple laps.
that's a hell of a view. The pit cone. These people are
Oh
coming down
boy,
there.
I don't have that one. This is no fair.
I can send you the link to download them. It's freaking
You're gonna have to.
awesome.
I feel like you got all the nice shiny toys, and mine are all the junky broken ones.
Will Cloud on pit road. Don't do that while I'm drinking. You have no right to be funny and make me waste a good beer.
Ah, you got enough.
I have
Yeah.
about a whole 18 pack full of them, so yes, I do. But I have to be responsible. It's a work night as pit stops continue.
Hey, as long as you drink and drive responsibly, we'll be okay.
Usually it's I drink then drive responsibly. But it looks like they will lose a lap here. Aspinall, Floyd are 1 lap down. An issue with Tyler Aspinall as he's going to... Okay, maybe not. I guess I was wrong. I had him get passed by Brady Floyd. And I was like, that's impossible. Brady Floyd's on a different lap.
I have Tyler a lap down with Brady a lap down. Brady's might be a lap down from the start.
Oh, that's right. Yes. But should have gotten his lucky dog back.
Unless he was more than one. I don't know how late he was.
This is true. Now everybody's coming to pit road on lap 31. Ellingson, Hughes, George, Stefane, Thomas, Richardson, Stefane. Or, yes.
Curious to see how this one shakes out. If and what Aspinall gains by being that first driver down pit lane.
Here comes Warnicki. Let's see, does Devin Smith stay out? No, he doesn't. Jesse Adams coming to pit road. Josh Fox to pit road. Lingerfeld, Setzer. Everybody now coming to pit road. The furthest they went was 32 laps.
Warnicki in his box. Aspinall's got his lap back, so that'll be the direct head-to-head here as he exits. like any issues into the box.
Tyler
Left sides
Aspinall.
are going on.
Aspinall through 3 and 4, full head of
He's leaving.
steam.
Mick Cone, he's out. Exit Cone, I should say.
Line.
Will Cloud?
Will Cloud pitted on lap 30, while Aspinall pitted on lap 28. And that is a big gap between the number 48 and 45.
Did he maybe take 2?
It says 4.
Wow. I mean, even Warnicki now is like considerable amount behind him. I mean, when Will Cloud pitted after Aspinall, correct?
Yes, by 2 laps.
He got a heck of a pit stop. I don't know what he did different than those guys, but to have a 2.5 second lead out of the pits is impressive.
Yes, it is. Cloud has 2.5 seconds, like you said, to play with, and then almost 4.25 over Warnicki. A lot of stuff happens when you come to pit road because you really have to pick or choose your shot here.
Yeah, this is a tight one to get down to too. I mean, you got to kind of slow up on the bottom there and make a real hard left turn.
Well, that's what I think Will Cloud did. I 100% think that's what Will Cloud did, is he got onto pit road very, very well.
I mean, you got to figure seconds can be lost or gained there, clearly.
By just a couple feet. But there is your race leader, the number 48, Power of Pride, Chevy Monte Carlo SS of Will Cloud. Got Impalas in here, you've got Camaros, you've got...
So he was a lap 30 guy.
Yes.
I would expect him again around 55.
Somewhere about there, yeah. 55 to 58-ish. And he is currently pulling away from Tyler Aspinall.
Yeah, he got around him before. Ran him down and got around him. Warnicki's the one I want to see if he can chop into the lead a little bit. Might take him the whole run to really make a ton of ground up, but you got to make it up where and however you can.
Well, your biggest movers of the race so far, sitting in 4th place, it is the number 27, Jake Ellingson, along with in 11th place, up 11 positions, the driver of the number 29, Brandon Richardson. A lot of Busch cars.
Yeah, maybe in honor of Kevin Harvick getting that W this weekend?
Which, if he doesn't get that win on Sunday, I don't know where he wins before the playoffs.
I don't think he does, other than maybe Daytona.
Hey, that's kind of
that's anybody. Which I would be more interested to see what happens before Daytona.
Because I can see Martin Truex winning either next week at
Glen.
Richmond or at the Glen.
Or even somebody that isn't a Ryan Blaney or Martin Truex.
I'd also think Ryan Blaney has a good shot at the Glen.
Penske's had power at Richmond before, too, and they're all going to be, rallying around him as he's the one. He's the bubble boy now.
And Daytona is a 40-sided dice that you just roll.
Yeah. Well, no, hopefully you don't roll.
Roll for damage.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you remember back a few of these races, you can make hay still with damage. You just got to have the right damage.
This is true. Right now, Will Cloud, your race leader, by actually Alan Warnicki closing in almost 2/10 that last lap.
I do believe he has caught the 45 and gone by him now. Wow.
is Tyler Aspinall maybe saving a little bit because he really undercut that first pit stop quite a bit.
I don't see why he should have to. I mean, he came. We were thinking 27 laps. That's what the Far North boys told me. 27 and 28 should be 55 as well. But maybe he's not getting the mileage that the other guys were. I mean, he is right now. He's getting eaten alive as far as lap time.
Oh, he is. And he is dropping very fast. And we're talking about Tyler Aspinall here in the 45. He is dropping off of Alan Warnicki easily by just about a half a second a lap here. Warnicki with a 31.87 to Aspinall's 32.37.
He really hasn't lost. I mean, he's right around what he was when he exited pits to Will Cloud.
Well, 21 just past him. That's Donnie Bartlett.
But he's a lap behind, I do believe. Pit road penalty speeding for the 21. That's why he's back there.
Ouch.
3 laps down.
Alan Warnicki has that lead down to a second and a half. At the line, we will give you both drivers' lap times. But is that 72? I'm seeing him make it before lap 50 to get to Will Cloud.
Oh, I am too. And he might even need to still be worrying about somebody coming behind him as we get another slide job. As Jacob Ellingson clears Tyler Aspinall for third.
Well, last lap, Will Cloud at a 32.48 to Alan Warnicki's 32.29, almost 0.2 faster. We are under a second. Gonna go on board with the driver of the number 72 as he tries to close the gap between him and Cloud. Man, that is a hell of a...
I will be real interested to see when these guys, he does get to him, how long and how much he gets held up. They've got a lap car between them and Ellingson, but Ellingson's making some good ground right now.
I'm also thinking, and this is just the way my brain works, could Will Cloud possibly be like, all right, you're going to get to me, but I'm also saving my tires here. You're not going to be able to pass me. Or even if you do pass me, I'll see you in a couple laps.
The only problem I see with that is we're already almost back at a pit stop window. I think this might just be the tires themselves breaking down.
Well, here it is, under 2.5 tenths.
Yeah, he's there. I mean, he's on him.
And look at Ellingson closing in, too. Under 3 seconds now.
Yeah, he was back quite a bit. He was 5 or 6, I do believe, when they exited.
To the
and
lead.
there he's looking low.
Got to be careful with taking that apron there. It can get very loose. Looking to the inside.
Not enough to throw the slide job yet. Cloud will be able to fight back here on the top.
Should be able to see it in 3 and 4.
This might come down. I mean, if he does get by him here, I expect he does with the lap timing. I expect the battle on and off of pit road to play again.
To the lead, Alan Warnicki.
And back underneath him for a moment, Will Cloud.
If I was Warnicki, I would have tried pinching the 48 down just a tad.
But he should get the run off here. And
he's going to have one heck of a run.
Look at that gap open up. It's what, 2, 3 cars now, maybe even 4 going into the turn.
Yeah, Warnicki using that higher lane gets the better run off the turns. But Donnie Bartlett in that 21, look how fast he is. You know, he's multiple laps down, but he is hauling the mail with last lap being one of his fastest. He's at a 32:40, and that is about 2.5 tenths faster than both our leaders.
Cars on pit road again. 20 looks like the first taker. First one I heard.
Yeah, that is Brady Floyd. And this is before you would expect pit stops.
I mean,
you were saying 55 to 57.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little early, but I'm not surprised either because, again, you're over.
Unless you're just going
to 25 laps.
Unless you're just going to show up every 25 laps.
Right, especially knowing, I mean, you made it to 27, 28 before, and then every 25 after that.
And that 72 looks to be on rails as he's trying to make it by the 75 of Mick Olofsson in a little bit of a newer scheme. He's got an Extreme Forces Racing League on that number 75. Lee Krause cut to the inside of Olofsson as well.
Sounds like the 48 this time.
And Warnicki actually stayed out about 2 laps longer. There goes the 48. Let's see when this 72 pits. Is he actually going to come down roughly 2 laps later?
When he ran him back down, so in the long run, he's got the car to make up for any ground loss. But I don't want to play that game. I don't want to. I hate having to play the chaser. I'd rather be the chasee.
Yes.
You never know what happens. You never know what's going to happen.
All right, there's 1 lap he stays out extra, along with Jake Ellingson also staying in.
Clouds down and away. Obviously, right now would be trapped a lap down if a yellow were to fly.
That would be very unfortunate. Lee Krause in that number 99 looks very much faster than our race leader right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure because of the amount of laps down he is. I'm not sure where he is in his run. He's like 15 laps down, so he could be middle of a run, and that would explain it. Cloud gets away clean.
I love seeing that number 99 car. Tim Hortons. Coffee.
I think we might see the 72 this time. Just had the 99 go below him. Might be Lincoln Pit Road. Tyler Aspinall's headed in.
72 out. 1 more lap here. Out of turn 4, heading back towards the line.
I feel like he's waiting too long. I think we're going to see it on the backside. Ellingson. Did Ellingson? He's still out.
No, Ellingson is still out as well. Along with Devin Smith, Frank Hughes, and Jesse Adams, your top 5, as Warnicki blinks out for just a second.
He didn't blink out. You just blinked.
And out once again still. Getting a nice tow from the 18.
I mean, I'm a little confused by this, only because I don't think you could make it far enough to get there.
He's also making it to the point where when he pits on the final segment of this race, bear in mind if a caution comes out, changes absolutely everything. He's probably just taking right side tires and a little bit of fuel to everybody else's full stop.
Possible. That is something that is an option on the table. He might have to just make up ground law, too. I mean, I'm not
well, right now, Will Cloud just put up a lap time of a 31.53 to Warnicki's 33.03.
There's about a car, I think.
Ooh, car in the wall right behind our leader there.
Yeah, I'm checking from the blimp here, and Cloud can see one. I just heard somebody say they were pitting. I didn't see the name.
Oh yeah, there is no car in between them now. Oh yeah, there's still one.
Yeah, but he's about to be clear too.
Warnicki going to the inside. And he is staying out once again, really playing the long game. Don't know if it's going to work in his favor as Will Cloud
He was
unlaps himself.
32, correct?
Yes, he was.
2, 20,
They went green on lap 5.
52.
Last lap, Warnicki, a 32.93.
I mean, he's gone by where I even would have thought they could have gone.
Pit
Here
road.
he comes.
Does this bring everybody else on the lap 32? Here comes Ellingson.
Warnicki had to deal with a spun driver trying to get down onto pit road. I
Also,
don't think it really affected him.
Jesse Adams, Brandon Richardson, and Matthew Setzer. But staying out, the 95 of Devin Smith, Josh Fox, and Kyle Lingerfeld. Right here is what we want to see, the number 48. And where does Alan Warnicki phase back into existence, back on the racetrack?
Oh, and it all doesn't matter.
DJ Thomas issue right there. Let's check it out.
For the record, AJ, that was about to be devastating. Alan Warnicki, he was going to be over a whole straightaway behind.
What happened? Oh, he loses it coming out of pit road. He loses it coming out of pit road. The driver of the 54, DJ Thomas, as he's getting past the blue merge line, just spins it and comes back up on the racetrack. Wow.
I mean, this is going to work into the hand of Warnicki really well.
Yeah. Also with Devin Smith, who also pit on 62.
Yep.
Will Cloud coming
back
in.
down pit road.
He has to. He's going to be out there with like a sitting duck.
But at the same time, it really isn't going to hurt him all that bad because there is a lot of drivers that are going to be taking wave rounds. I do believe, or he should be.
There's not a lot of cars lap down, TJ. I have everybody.
Oh, they all just got the lap back.
From 19th to the leader, not a lap down.
Caution. I mean, unless they just hadn't cleared yet, but I had Frank Hughes first car a lap down.
Well, TJ, we are under caution for the second time this evening on lap 63. Let's go take a quick look at one of our sponsors.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Welcome back, everybody. We just wanted to come back here and just let everybody know our hearts are with the Qualley family tonight. As you notice, Jackson's not here. Neither's Dean. They are doing the unfortunate thing that everyone has to do that owns pets and having to send a pet to the star this evening. So they weren't present. So our hearts and minds are all with them and hoping they have a good night as best as they can have. We have a fine night of racing going on. Everybody from the channel and all our partners and everybody, we just feel bad. we have to send our fur babies to the stars every once in a while. So I hope they feel all the love from everybody here in the series. We're all thinking.
Yeah, well said.
Here's the pace car, AJ.
Pace car is passing the start-finish line right
They're
now.
talking about wave around. I don't see where there's going to be a wave around.
They're going to wave
Warnick
around from
there.
5th. Well, Warnicky has to get waving around.
Warnicky was the lap down?
Yes. Richardson, Ellingson, Setzer, Hughes, Lepanis, Green.
So who's the race leader?
Kyle Lingerfeld, driver of the 65. Cautions that come out during pit stops absolutely mess everything up.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
So Tyler Aspinall was your lucky dog. He is currently 4th.
But it looks
That's
like
what they were just reporting.
It looks like we have everybody from 11th back at least one lap down. But we put out another. Well, we didn't. iRacing put out an extra caution lap to get everything figured out with as many cars that just took the wave around. Might take an extra lap or two to get it all figured out on where drivers need to be for this restart with just under 35 laps remaining. TJ, we're flying by.
So it's looking like we're going to have... Let's see who... I'm not sure what the 45's doing. He was supposed to maintain his position.
I know you're doing a very good job being able to listen to me, listen to the race, and listen to the drivers all at the same time.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure it out, and they're fighting over positions. As Aspinall and Warnicky are almost hitting each other under yellow.
All right, what we're going to do is we're all going to stop in the backstretch and whole shot down to turn 3. I hear no objections.
So there's a big discrepancy right now. The game is telling everybody to go buy the 45 because he's the lucky dog.
Which I'm pretty
But
sure he
that's
was.
not the case. He was, but the problem...
I thought Lucky Dog is end of line no matter what.
No. Lucky Dog is supposed to be ahead of Wave Around. There's actually...
Well, looks like we're going green
They're
here.
still
So.
off. This is still off. Warnicky should not be ahead of Aspen. He is. Shouldn't be.
Now here
That's,
we go. Lingerfeld with
gonna-
the freshest tires on the field right now. Flying down into turn 1 as he has Will Cloud and the 9. Oh, Jesse
There's going to be trouble.
That's Aspinall.
He got tagged. Did he save it?
Yes, he did. Going to lose a lot of spots here, though.
He's not happy either.
I would not blame him. But everybody, thank you for turning in to All-Star 15 TV. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all our sponsors in the bottom right-hand corner of the race screen. The Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, Gulf Digital Services, and Wrestling Over Everything.
It's not wrestling over any. It's wrestling over everything.
Will Cloud to the inside of Lingerfeld. Gonna take the point on the inside. Might have a little contact here.
Oh, definitely. That was big contact.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
First car one lap down is the third car in that pack. Yellow
Caution.
flag is out. Who are we looking at for?
Check the 5. 5's involved. He's asking for an EOL.
That is Michael Steele. Let's see it. We're going to go to our patent pending far chase cam. which it's impossible because iRacing owns all these cameras. To the inside of the 54. He doesn't go down to the apron like the 65. Who was that? I wasn't 65. The 54. See, I don't know if that's really on the 5. As people are watching on their screen, the 5 keeps his lane, doesn't move off of his lane, and the 54 just comes down, thinking that the 5 was going to use the apron there. Michael Steele saying give him an EOL, but really don't see his fault there. If anything, they were racing for the same spot, or the 54 came down into him. Just my opinion there, TJ. I don't know. Do you share the same thought process on that?
I'm still trying to. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not getting the replay.
Well, that's not good. Watch it on YouTube in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
There goes Farron Elam getting his lap back, now putting 11 drivers on the lead lap. Chat room is open, everybody. Come chat with us. And Ryan Fry in the chat, I know not an admin or anything, but good friend of the channel, says it looks like to be on the 54.
Yeah, I'm still not getting a clear view of it, unfortunately.
Well, time to go to the YouTube.
Back this up. I think I can, right?
You should be able to.
Here we go. Let's see. We're looking at Mr. Aspinall. Isn't it great technology? Works great when you want it to. Doesn't when you need it. Makes me look like I don't have a clue what's going on in this broadcast.
Yeah, well, you'll have that.
Yeah, I know. You gotta love iRacing.
Hey, normally when I race, I have no clue what I'm doing. It's amazing when I came to Chicagoland for an Xfinity Open official event. I don't know how I end up in 5th place. I just end up in 5th place.
It does appear as though DJ Thomas has brought it to the garage for the evening.
Oh, and that would be the driver of that 54.
Yeah,
he went headfirst into the wall.
Getting my first view of it right now. I finally got YouTube where I needed it. Yeah, the 5, okay. Yeah, I mean, he came down and flipped that guy on the bottom and went and ate the wall. Can't blame the guy on the bottom for that. He never moved. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, that's yeah.
Well,
I can't blame the 5 car.
DJ Thomas did not blame Michael Steele. Michael Steele told Race Control to give him an EOL for that.
Well, he asked if he thought if he deserved one. I don't believe he does. Not in the least.
Well, looks like we're going to go green with just about 25 laps to go. I think they're going to be able to make it. Might be a little close, though.
I tell you right now, if I am, what is it? I think Farron Elam's the last car in the lead lap.
Yes.
Instead of taking one to go on the racetrack, I'd be going down and topping off. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah, he is sitting, if he goes all the way to the finish, he is sitting with a 28 lap run to the finish.
And I do believe with however they were doing it before there, the Warnicki machine made it that far on that last run, right?
I think so. I think that was about, I think it was
like
32.
I think we have guys on pit road as I was predicting.
You have Bradley Stefane, who was just on pit road. Unless I'm not live, which I'm pretty sure I am live. TJ, are you live?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was just, people were reporting 3 cars were on pit road.
Yeah, those are probably the broken ones.
I'll be real curious if they can make it. I think they should be able to, but it's gonna be close.
Green flag. Green
For
flag.
sure, Warnicki's probably making it.
Green
As
flag
Will
in
Cloud
the
just-
air. Lingerfeld with a excellent launch once
Yeah.
again.
Will Cloud just,
Woo!
I don't know if he missed it or what. He didn't get the jump he needed.
Devin Smith got Frank Hughes in the 61. Just a little squirrely entering turn one.
Will Cloud clears him now. Shouldn't have any pressure from behind here. He runs that top line again. And he brings it, diamonds it.
Oh, here comes a hell of a run. Same thing with Tyler
That-
Aspinall for third right now.
Got one in the grass on the straightaway here.
What about passing in the grass?
Somebody's in it. Sounds like he made it through, no problems. That was race control reporting. As this might, we got a look here. Will Cloud looking, doing more than looking. Oh, is he gonna try the slide job? I think he could have. I'm glad he didn't, but I think he could have.
Well, he's going to try it again at 1 and 2.
I don't think he's gonna have any issue this time. Maybe kind of gets loose.
He got loose and tight all at the same time. Pushes Lingerfeld to the almost a wall.
Alan Warnicki, 5th place right now. Loving what he's seeing.
Knock,
guys
knock.
together keep
Aspinall
battling.
here. Tyler
You know what these
Aspinall is pushing Lingerfeld down the front stretch.
Lingerfeld not careful. He's going to be put 3 wide here. These guys want around him. They know that Warnicki machine's coming.
Stay tuned to after the race for our top 3 interviews. Still watching that 48 Will Cloud machine backpedal stuck on the bottom.
I didn't get a chance to say it earlier, by the way, before the yellow, but I was going to suggest Mama Ellingson might want to send a fruit basket to Mr. Aspinall. He wasn't very happy with Jake. They had that contact earlier. Oh boy, so tight. Battle for third right now. It's about to become a 3-way battle for third.
Which we are jumping back to that battle. Right
I mean, the
now.
whole top 5, 6, 7, they're all right in a line. They're all right together.
And it's like, who is going to have this run this lap?
48 is doing an immaculate job on the bottom, but he's got to be killing his tires.
He most likely is. Warnicki just can't find a groove to go.
No, nowhere to go. Unless he pulls a move like Joey Logano did this weekend. He's kind of boxed in at the moment. It's like he's trying to help Will Cloud.
I see what you did there. Oh, man, this
I mean, this whole field stacked up.
42 a little sideways. Warnicki a little tight. Warnicki to the outside of Will Cloud. And here comes Jake Ellingson.
Go time right now. You gotta go. Gotta go if you're gonna win this race.
Go Gadget race car. Under 20 laps to go.
Lingerfeld's loving what he's seeing in his rearview. He says, keep battling, boys. Keep battling back there and away from me. Hughes gets closer.
Frank Hughes is right on his back bumper. Here comes Alan Warnicki taking the 3rd place position.
And maybe going for more as he's down below him for second.
I'm sorry, did everybody just get NOS in their cars on this last pit stop? Because they are flying.
Ellingson now looking to the outside on Aspinall. He's going to have it.
Little sideways coming out of turn 2.
3 wide. 3 wide.
Oh, dear. Can they do it?
Oh, there's the contact.
Aspinall, Hughes, touch. Ellingson goes to the inside to miss it. He's going to have a full head of steam coming out of turn number 4, heading towards the line. Ellingson, P4.
Something had to give there.
Battle up front. Warnicki on the outside of Lingerfeld.
I think he's gonna get
Warnicki
it
to
right here
the
off the turn.
lead. Slingshot engaged.
might be all done but the crying for the first place position. Second place could still come under fire.
Everything changes if that yellow flag flies, and we've seen a lot of contact on this run. Under 20 to go.
Is there 3 wide again back on either side of Tyler Aspinall now? He's back stuck in the middle again.
Tyler Aspinall is dropping like a sack of potatoes in that 10th position right now.
Will Cloud, if he has anything to give to that 72, he's got to get by Lingerfeld right now. Cannot wait. Same for Ellingson. If he's going to get anything, they've got to clear Lingerfeld. I mean, a lap or two goes by, it's going to be too late.
Looks like we're about to see 3 wide for second place here.
They're 3 wide for third or fourth or the 5th position, somewhere behind these guys.
Jake Ellingson has nowhere to go. Look how fast that 27 is. To the outside of Lingerfeld. Lingerfeld also, you know, as he's falling back, still having an amazing run. Right now up 20 positions from where he started, sitting in that 4th position.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, where did Brandon Richardson come from?
Well, a long time ago.
I mean, 22nd, currently 5th, and looking for 4th?
Yeah, well, apparently everybody in this field likes Busch beer, and he's just trying to say mine is better.
Ellingson now trying to get to the outside of Cloud. Same thing for him. If he's got anything for Warnicki, it's got to be now.
God, with less than 15 laps to go. Who wants to come talk to us?
Somebody's going to be speaking with us. I have a feeling I know who it's going to be if there's no yellows.
Well, Warnicki is not really pulling away.
No, but with these guys dueling, I can't imagine he's going to lose ground to it.
I'd be curious if they stuck in a line and pushed each other, if they can get to Alan Warnicki or not.
That would be something I haven't thought of tonight. Definitely, I mean, if you could do it, do it. But I do know one thing. That 95 car is getting bigger in that 27's mirror.
Yeah, and that's another thing you got to look out for. And it's not just the 27's mirror, it's also Will Cloud's mirror.
I mean, he's 3 car lengths, 4 car lengths maybe. Certainly going to gain more, 2 car lengths.
Cloud and Ellingson really battling for the second position. Here comes Devin Smith in the 95.
The first yellow really shook everything up with how guys were with wave arounds and stuff. The second yellow kind of erased all that. And we're seeing it now. Oh,
looks like Devin Smith wants to help out Ellingson.
I don't know. He might take that middle lane. They open up wide again.
Now he really curious to see what this 95 is going to do. It's like, I don't know who to go with. I don't care. I just want second place.
Oh, will you be 3 wide? He backed out of it. No, he didn't.
Well, it's at least 2 wide. Now it's, still 2 wide.
Yeah, the 95 really set it in there deep at the bottom, but no grip down there to really make that move.
Man, this is insane racing right now.
Alan Warnicki is loving what he's seeing. He's just kind of set the thing on cruise control and let her rip.
Well, let's see if Will Cloud can make the pass on the inside now that Ellingson has that outside.
Oh, they better look. Oh, he makes contact with him. And
Ellingson keeps it.
More than one.
Ellingson keeps it straight. But that number 95 Ollie's car easily passes Will Cloud.
Loud better get up and block that top lane, or he's going to lose another one.
He's going to lose another spot.
I think the tires are shot.
He's coming to pit road.
I wonder, AJ. I don't know if they can make it.
We gonna find out. We are under 10 to go here at Chicagoland Speedway. Your race leader right now is Alan Warnicki.
If they can't make it, that's the move of the race. But I think the 72's got the fuel to make it. Especially right now, the lead he's got. Start saving.
Battle for second. Devin Smith to the inside of Ellingson. That lap for second place goes to Devin Smith.
Oh.
Ellingson going to pinch Smith down just a tad in 1 and 2.
Should get him a good run off here. Not enough probably to clear him, but maybe to hold the position.
Man, side drafting is a real thing.
He's got down, pin him down again. Don't let him get a good push up off. This is the turn where it matters the most.
Once again, lap to Smith for second. 2.5 seconds to Alan Warnicki. Currently in the middle of 1 and 2.
He's just barely coming off of the road. Or he's coming off again and had a pit. Yeah, I think he had a problem. I think he sped or something.
Ellingson gonna go way high in 3 and 4. And he's gonna lose second place.
For now. Other drivers are reporting pitting in. Austin Green.
2 laps down.
We got drivers apologizing. No yellow, so it can't have been too bad.
Richardson coming with a full head of steam to the back bumper of Ellingson. Can he get there with just 4 laps remaining?
AJ, I think there might be some drivers saving.
Pretty sure you said that.
I think Lingerfelt might be saving. I think these front guys are good to make it.
Well, Lingerfelt's last lap was a 35.47. Leaders Alan Warnicki at a 32.72.
We're on 98. I can't imagine that. Cannot imagine that Warnicki's not short.
We's gonna find out.
I mean, they should be coming around to the white here. Or 2 to go.
2 to go.
I would think you'd be coming in for that splash if you're short.
Or you're sitting in with what bed you ever made. Dual popsicle sticks up in the air for Alan Warnicki.
Put it this way, I think he's...
Sorry, TJ, go ahead.
I think he's more confident enough that he ain't saving.
Yeah, now he's hauling, but Devin Smith currently sitting in second. Jake Ellingson currently sitting in third in 3 and 4. Coming towards the line for the wrestling over everything white flag.
Don't see any bobbles in the engine yet. I think he's got it.
I've seen it happen many times where we're coming out of 2, somebody runs out, but here comes Devin Smith. Devin Smith closing in almost 4/10 by the time he touches turn 3.
72 still under power.
Out of turn number 4 to the line. Alan Warnicki wins at Chicagoland Speedway.
I think he did his research earlier on in the night when he stretched it long.
Second to Devin Smith. Jake Ellingson to third. Fourth goes to Brandon Richardson. Fifth to Matthew Setzer. Sixth to Travis Lepanis. Farron Elam comes home in that 7th position. Kyle Lingerfelt in 8th, last car on the lead lap. Tyler Aspinall in 9th. 10th goes to Frank Hughes. 11th to William George. 12th to Dylan Dunford. 13th, Michael Steele. 14th, Tony Richardson. Bradley Stefane in 15th. Brady Floyd in 16th. David Sandfield 17th. 18th is Richard Groff. Jesse Adams 19th. Points leader finishing in the 20th position. That's going to take a big hit, especially with Farron Elam finishing in the 7th slot. 21st goes to Will Cloud after that excellent run all night. Issues with the final 20 laps. Daniel Stragner in 22nd. 23rd, Mick Olofsson. Austin Green in 24th. Donnie Bartlett in 25th. After the first lap, Lee Krause having issues, ending up about 14 laps down in 26th. 27th is Zachary Thornton. Actually ran about 75 laps. And DJ Thomas in 28th. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors, but when we return, we will have the interview with our top 3 podium finishers here on All-Star 15 TV.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, everybody, let's get ready for some interviews. These interviews are brought to you by Gulf Digital Services. Link down in description. If you need iRacing paints or other digital media, go check out my buddy Joe. He paints all my NASCAR vehicles when TJ doesn't. And they're very competitively priced. Not going to break the budget because some paints get very, very expensive. Let's see if we can get a word with our third place finisher, Jake Ellingson. Jake, it's J&J Security in the NDNT broadcast booth. Do you have a copy, pal?
How's it going?
Holy cow, you put that beautiful Chevy U.S. Army up front when it mattered. How'd that feel running around this 1.5 mile Chicagoland Speedway tonight?
It wasn't too shabby. Would rather have a different outcome throughout the race, but I'll take what I can get.
Well, before we get to your wonderful niece and how she did recently, you know, over the last couple weeks, well, racing weeks, you in that 27, I would say, have really stepped up your game going into the playoffs starting next week. I don't know points-wise if you are in or not, but, man, you can really play spoiler if you're not, especially going to Iowa next week. Let's talk about how your regular season has gone so far.
I missed a few races during the beginning of the season, which put me at a disadvantage points-wise for the playoffs. I had cut one of the tendons in my finger back in May, so I've been dealing with that issue for a while, and that kind of put me at a disadvantage. Now everything's just starting to get back to normal with, you know, being able to grip the wheel and, you know, deal with the stress on that finger when I turn the wheel, because it was on my left hand, and most of that pressure from the wheel gets put right on where I cut that tendon in my finger. So it's been a long road and a long healing process with that, and it's just everything's starting to get back to normal, and it's starting to feel real good running up front again.
Yeah, well, glad to see you running up front again. But tonight, with with how this final run to the finish happened, was there any sort of significant saving on your end when it came to fuel?
No. Me and Alan were both on the same pit strategy, and we just kind of pitted together. And on the second to last caution, it was one of the last minute things where I was like, "Well, we got this many laps. Let's just duck in for fuel." And I think we had like 3 laps um, to the green on fuel when we took the checkered. So I mean, we were good on fuel, especially since we pit. Um, on that second to last caution when it was only like I think 11 cars on the lead lap at
Yes.
that time. Yeah, so we just pit at that time, and it was no real big fuel saving strategy, nothing like that. We just, had a good got lucky.
All right, brother, real fast before we get to our rest of our interviews tonight. How's Pagan doing? How's her racing ventures going?
A few weeks ago, she got into a pretty bad wreck in her car, which destroyed everything from front to back. We got it put back together finally on Friday, and she went out on Saturday and raced at Dell's Raceway Park. Getting back, it was hot and greasy. The track temp was almost 120 degrees at up here in Wisconsin, and that's pretty significant. So we had a real hot, slick, greasy track, and it was something that we've really never have dealt with before, both with her driving and with myself and my dad setting up the car. So we were having, struggling pretty hard, pretty all around with that. But she qualified 14th. She finished 14th, and we brought the car home in one straight piece. So we considered it a win for the night. And next week, this week Saturday, we're looking to get out at Jefferson Speedway and try to put that orange 61 in victory lane.
All right, brother. Well, hopefully we see you next week at Iowa. You have a safe week, and hopefully we'll talk to you then.
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
See you later, pal. All right, everybody. Time to talk to the driver of the number 95. DJ, it is going to be all yours. It's Mr. Devin Smith.
Devin Smith, you got a copy?
I do.
Not a bad showing tonight. Gridded 7th and finished 2nd. Picked up points on everybody in front of you in the point standings. How's it feel?
That feels pretty good. We had a solid day. Kind of got a little screwed when that caution came out. When everybody was in the pit cycle, had to drop to the back, but then we got lucky with a quick caution there, which brought us back into contention and let us get some fuel for the end of the race.
I was going to ask, how close were you?
At the end there, I think I had about 6 laps left.
Oh, wow. You were, well, I don't want to play spoiler, but you were doing better than the guy behind you then. He was a little shorter.
I think a majority of, well, I guess everybody in that top, like 4 or 5, all pitted at the end there. So I can't say it was better tires because they only had like a lap or 2 on them. So
it wasn't much.
It wouldn't have been too much. I mean, I only took 2 tires there just to get some more track position at the end there. But all in all, we did pretty good today.
I mean, I will never knock a second place finish. That's for sure. You had a pretty good drive up through the field there. So, I mean, it's a good run to send your regular season into the postseason.
Yeah. Looking at this next, where is it? The
Iowa.
Next to Iowa and Kentucky. Iowa, I'm excited for because I usually do relatively well there. Kentucky should be a good one too. I wonder if it's the old Kentucky or new Kentucky. Probably the new Kentucky. But regardless, it should be fun.
You think you got something for these guys up ahead of you in the points? maybe play spoiler and
I mean, as long as we can get Zachary out of the way early, I think we'll have a shot.
better melt that ice cream car pretty quick then.
Right.
But I think you've got momentum on your side here. Take it and run with it.
Yeah, we definitely do. Like I said, Iowa is, I feel like, it's a good track for me. Kentucky, I seem to save tires there really well for some reason. And then when we do, because I don't see myself getting knocked out this early unless I get caught up in some chaos. But coming up with the Dover, I don't know why, but I am fast and good at saving tires there, and I can't figure it out.
We could have used you a couple weeks ago at one of our league races, by the way.
You aren't kidding.
At least in the ARCA cars, I am. Everywhere else, I'm not 100% sure. But then we have Michigan. That one's the crapshoot for me, at least, anyways, because I feel like I can be fast there, but other times I just feel low.
Well, hopefully you get through these first two good, and we're talking about you with maybe aspirations of something bigger on the backside of Michigan.
Hopefully.
But thank you for the good run tonight and the good racing, and appreciate the interview.
Thank you.
All
Hope
right.
it was a good one.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later, pal.
Alrighty.
All right, TJ. I'll let you start this one off. We're going to talk to race winner, the driver of the number 72 Menards Valvoline machine. It is Mr. Alan Warnicki.
The fuel saver in me has to know, how close were you?
I had 1.5. 1.5.
Oh boy. All right. I mean, that's tight. I'll take it. We were wondering, you had a dominant car. You had to be pleased, especially with the way the race kind of flipped on you and then flipped right back into your hand. How did you expect that to happen?
I didn't. When we got the caution, I don't know, with 30 to go or 35 to go, I think it was, I was on pit road. Ended up starting sixth and then behind a bunch of lap cars, which wasn't ideal. Then we got that last caution, knowing that the lap cars were going to have to go to the back. I looked down and there was like 13 cars in the lead lap, and I had a live spotter today, and he told me I could make it on fuel if I pit now. So I pit on that last caution there, hoping that I can make it.
Seems to be the winning strategy, because that's what it sounds like the couple guys behind you all did too, was came in and topped off and brought her home. But you were the number one guy, and you had the speed.
Especially on a long run.
I was counting you back. I'm saying he's coming. These guys are battling, but he's coming.
Yeah, it was very fun to watch. Is there something about Chicagoland that it really gels to your driving style?
3 and 4. Back up the corner without getting on 7 time. And then get that long run on the front stretch.
Yeah, and it looked like a lot of people were using that apron when it came to the front stretch. But next week we go to Iowa, the first race of the playoffs here for the Extreme Forces Racing League. Take us into what your plans are for that. How far do you think you're gonna go? And you're starting with Iowa next week, so let's hear about it, pal.
Iowa's historically been pretty good for me. Not dominant, but towards the top. And it's usually a tire saving track. Tire saving is kind of my deal. I don't have blazing speed usually, so I kind of just take care of the car, and if I lose a tenth for the first 10 laps, hopefully I gain 3/10 the last 20.
Like your style, look at the long picture, not the short picture. Be slower on the short run to be faster on the long run.
Might have to steal your motto, because I kind of like how that all sounds.
All right, Alan. Well,
It definitely having Dustin. I had Dustin Buck spotting for me, and he was able to watch lap times and splits sometimes.
Well, I think we might actually have Dustin here. Let's actually pull him in. Dustin Buck, winning spotter and crew chief. We're talking with Alan Warnicki and yourself. It's both J&J Security up in the broadcast booth. Man, you really coached a winner here tonight. How does it feel, pal?
Oh, it was fun. You know, I enjoy racing. I'm part of this league, but I've been so busy this summer that I haven't made much of an appearance, and finally got a computer going, and I enjoy spotting. So I was trying to steer Alan the right way as far as fuel mileage goes, and I told him if he pit and it went green, there wasn't going to be many people making it.
Well, you told him when to pit. He pit. And the 72 car is doing burnouts on the front straightaway because of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and the fact that the other cars had about three and a half laps on their tires, and with the fall off too, I knew it was going to be a big advantage come down towards the end of the run too. If any of the guys were actually able to save enough fuel to make it, they weren't definitely going to be as fast as Alan. That's for sure.
Well, once again, congratulations to the both of you, Alan Warnicki and Dustin Buck, on the win here at Chicagoland Speedway for this regular season finale race. Can't wait to see you guys, at least Alan, next week at Iowa, but maybe, Dustin, you need to make an appearance. Maybe put that 72 back in victory lane next week.
I'm certainly going to try here. We got a busy week next week. My kids race go-karts and our basically Daytona 500's coming up in that following weekend. So I'll be working hard in the garage, but I'm going to try to make some time for Alan. And then when that's done, I was eyeballing Dover on the schedule to come back and race. That's probably my best track.
All right, Alan, Dustin, congratulations once again. We'll talk to you next week, and thank you for giving us a little time to interview at the end of the race.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
TJ, final thoughts. Go.
I mean, that was a heck of a race. Not much more I could say about it. Had action. The yellow flopped it on its head, and then the next yellow unflopped it. So it was, I didn't think it came down to fuel strategy, but apparently it did. Gotta love it. My game. I'd have been right with them guys and topping off, so that sounds like a winning move to me.
Yeah,
Enjoyed
it was
every minute of tonight.
And it was a very good race. Couple cautions, but man, the battles throughout the whole race. This league keeps putting on one hell of a show week in, week out. If you're looking for an ARCA series, a Super Speedway series, a Super Late Model division, get a hold of Dean Qualley or Mick Olofsson or somebody from this league. This, in a couple of years, is going to be an elite competitive league. And I can see it. I'm pretty sure TJ can see it.
Oh, these guys are a good group of people. I've enjoyed. This is race number 7 for me, and it's been 7 weeks of fun.
Well, gonna have 8 weeks at Iowa next week.
I can't wait. Playoffs. You know how the craziness that brings out.
Playoffs.
and you know it's always a good race. Any night you can use slide job. It's a great race. So,
all right, everybody. This is it for the Chicagoland race. Your winner tonight, Alan Warnicki. Second goes to Devin Smith and Jake Ellingson, rounding out the top 3. For TJ Barnier, I am AJ Capola for All-Star 15 TV. Have a safe rest of your week. It is very hot out in a lot of the U.S. and parts of Canada. Stay hydrated. Get into the AC. Stay safe. Stay cool. And we will talk to you in 1 week's time at Iowa Speedway.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.